Hi, so welcome to Wikitechy and Kashiv Infotech. Today I'm going to talk about the greatest session. That's what is Python programming. So over here, this is my channels with the previous videos. In my YouTube channel, like a Wikitechy, you got the videos on what is data science and what is machine learning. You can check it out. And here is my another channel, Kashiv Venkat, where I got my free Python projects and the Python interview questions and answers are there. You can use it. Let's move on to my session. Okay, today I'm going to talk about the greatest technology. That's what is Python. Everyone is telling like Python is really famous. Why? What is the reason behind it? Let's talk about the history of Python. So Python in 1991. So it's found by the great person Guido van Rossum. And afterwards, the reason for the naming of Python is based on the British comedy group. So from that, he extracted the name Python. And in 1992, they officially announced that this Python programming is an open source and a general public user license based. Okay, so it's because of its open source, Python becomes real famous. Is it the case? No way. So Python is real famous because of the crispy single line of coding. You are able to make the codings very simple. Considering I want to print a hello world. In the case, in C programming, I need to write some 3 to 4 lines of code. In C++, the same case. Whereas in Java, I face the same problem. But Python, very simple. You are able to write the Python code in single line. That's why Python becomes a real famous and everyone is focusing towards Python. So if you talk about the evolution of programming languages, here is the one. The initial language is hex language. Sorry. Hex language in the sense you got a zeros and ones kind of coding. We need to do it and we have to write the coding in hexadecimal, which is really the toughest languages in the initial world. To overcome this one, we got the a processor based language called as assembler language. So assembler language, we are able to write, oh, it's an Intel motherboard, I can write the code based on the Intel motherboard. Yes, I can write it down. So I started writing based on the processor, they call it as assembler language. From there, a human understandable language, a printf, scanf, I want an intelligent system. That's why a C programming comes into the picture. From there, I got my Fortran programming. From there, I got my C++ programming, where you are able to use the object-oriented programming concepts. So because of the class object designing, your C++ comes. But C++ couldn't satisfy the entire thing. The reason is very simple. It's a partially object-oriented programming. I want a complete package of object-oriented programming where your Java comes and your C# from Microsoft comes. From there, we need a Akka programming language and a functional language. I want a functional programming language. That's where your Python comes into the picture. So for every languages, there is a transformation happen. So here is the transformation of the languages happen. You got your Fortran, from there you got your Algol, from there you got your Pascal, from the Pascal you got the Ada language, and from there Ruby. Over here Pascal, modulo 3 you got your Python language. Every languages will have some drawbacks. To overcome the drawbacks, the next level of languages comes, and from there the evolution of technology comes. They incorporate the previous programming knowledges and technologies and they will use it here, and they will get a better programming languages. That's why the bottom level languages are much more advanced when compared to the ahead languages. Your C# programming, your Java, your Python, Ruby becoming too famous, and it is the latest trending technologies which you must focus. And if you didn't subscribe my channel, I request you people to subscribe to my channel, and you just click that bell symbol and click that all button, so that whatever videos I'm putting it, you are able to see in the timeline. Okay, and apart from that, if you want to contact me, yes, you can contact me via my Insta account. Click that follow button, you can contact me, and here is my contact numbers to contact me. Okay, so here is the versions of Python. In each version, there are some drawbacks. To overcome that one, I got another versions of Python. I got a bugs or I got some defects. To overcome this one, I got another Python. I need to incorporate much more functionalities. In that case, I need another set of Python. So such kind of like a transformation happened with the Python. So from Python 1.0, we are into Python 3.7, 3.8, and we are going to projecting towards 4.0. So So this is how the versions of Python is moving on, and here is the dates and everything I specified. We talk about the famous languages. In 2019 and 2020, Python is dominating the industry. When compared to any technology around the world, Python is dominating. So I'm advising you people, so please learn Python programming, which is becoming dominating the industry now in the market. So if we talk about the pros of Python, so if we talk about the technology, like I want to create a website, sir. In that case, we need two kind of technologies. The one is a front end. I'm gmail.com. So the user is seeing something and is storing all the data in the backend databases backend. So you need a front end and a back end development. And apart from that, we look at the Python supports a cross-platform compatibility. It will work in Linux, it will work in Windows, and it will work in iOS also. And it is open source, and you can edit, you can do customize the software as much as you can. And Python got lots and lots of enormous community base. So if you need any support, the people are there to help you on this, and you got enormous amount of tools available, and finally a simpler piece of code you got. That's why Python becomes real famous. The next one I'm going to talk about where the Python is used of. So if you talk about Python usage, it's used in web designing. The web designing is a Django kind of frameworks. And for scripting, so an automation we need to do in the Linux servers. I want to create a job which needs to be done at night 12 o'clock. I don't want to sit at 12 o'clock, right? It can be done with the scripting process. I want to analyze the data in the website using web scraping techniques, and we need to do a lot of analysis using data analysis. And Python finally used in the automation process. I want to test an application. Once, if I do it once, it will be automatically recorded, and second time it will do it automatically. So everything is automated, and this can be achieved with the greatest language, Python programming. Now I'm going to talk about the major tools in Python programming for designing your interfaces. You need a GUI, graphical user interface, using tkinter programming. So web designing, I want to create a website site. In the case, your Django web framework plays a very important role. These tools are really famous at present in the market. For gaming development, I got my Pygame. Apart from that, for the bioinformatics and biomedical people, they need a lot of processing analysis with the biology related stuff. They got BioPython. And for numerical processing, for data science, and for data analysis, you need a NumPy. It's a numerical processing tool. Apart from that, if I want to create a chart, sir, I want to check how much the growth is happening, the pattern is happening using Matplotlib. This is one of the powerful plotting library. And finally, you got natural language processing using NTLK tool. The NTLK tool is a more powerful tool to do a lot of language processing. You can type something in your mother tongue. A kind of like I'm typing, my mother tongue is Tamil, so I'm typing it in some like a mix up of in English. The same mother tongue in English, just type it and press it. You are able to see your language, your mother tongue is there. The reason is very simple. Your Google will convert it, and it will do a lot of natural language processing, and it will understand, oh, this is the language, man. It will redirect it. That's why your NTLK tool is one of the most powerful tool in Python for natural language processing. And if you want to install Python, here is the path: wikitechy.com/tutorial/python/install-python. In case, sir, I couldn't find this path, no problem. Just go to wikitechy.com. In the home page, you got your Python tutorials. Click it, and you are able to go to this particular window. Okay, so before going ahead to the tools and domain versus tools in Python, I need to talk about my company, our company. We are providing internships, in-plant training, and we got project guidance, and I'm helping you in lots and lots of aspects. Apart from that, if you're looking for any high technical trainings, ethical hacking sessions, or Python machine learning, or cloud computing, robotics, or 3D modelings and designs, big data, I'm specialist on almost 183 technology. Whatever technology you want, just contact me. I'm ready to help you. So now let's before going ahead, my company, if you're looking for any Python courses or internships or any projects, you can contact me. We are ready to help you with the online and offline training. You can come down to my office. Here is my contact numbers and my websites and everything is there. I think you know my website. That's why I didn't specify it. It's kashivinfotech.com. Okay, over here, like a career guidance. So like if you're looking for any job-oriented guidance, sir, I need a support to like shift my career, sir. I didn't get my job, sir. Do you like anything? Just treat me as a brother. I'm ready to help you. Apart from that, like we got software development, and we are doing websites at a very cheaper cost, and you can contact us. Let's move on to the domain versus tools in Python. So like web development for creating websites, like there are some specialized tools available like a Django, Flash programming, Pylons, and Web2Py. These are most of the powerful tools in web designing. We talk about artificial intelligence. There are some specific tools which is really famous. That's scikit-learn, TensorFlow, Keras, and OpenCV. These are most powerful tools in artificial intelligence. Whereas in gaming applications, you got your tkinter programming, Zython, Pygame, WXPython, and Kiva. These are most of the powerful tools in desktop and gaming applications. If we talk about testing applications, for it, that application which is created with Python got a cross-platform and a cross-browser. Any operating system it will work, any browser it will work. That's the specialty of these Python tools. Selenium, Robot Framework, and PyTest are most powerful tools in software testing field. If we talk about the big data, enormous amount of data needs to be processed using MapReduce programming. This can be achieved with the powerful tools like PyDo, PySpark, and Dask. Apart from that, like if you want to do some manipulations, because data science becomes dominating the industry, to do a lot of analysis like a data mining, data analysis, and data science, the powerful tools are for accessing the files and retrieving the data and processing it. Everything is done by the pandas. And for manipulating and to design the structures, so we need matplotlib. And finally, for numerical processing, you need, and doing a lot of mathematical calculations, you need NumPy. These are most powerful tools in the markets. And if you're looking for much more tutorials about Python, here is my website link. Just check it out. And thanks for watching this video. Apart from that, like if you love this video, just give a like symbol to this one. And if you're looking for any other technology, just give in the comments. I'm ready to help you on this. This is Venkat signing out from Wikitechy and Kasho in. Thank you.